All right, so we're on 9.4 divided by 10 hundredths thousands. Tens. Hundreds. I can hear you whispering, it's not working for me. Thousands. I'm going to say that's supposed to be an N and this is a D. Alright, dividing by tens, hundreds, thousands. So if you look, yes, question?
How do you draw this?
Because I'm so good.
Okay.
Alright, so you got 291 divided by 10. So there is a really easy way to do this that does not involve long division.
I know it.
Yep.
I know the answer.
So think about it in terms of this way.
Can I go up there and do it?
You can point to it, but remember we're not just drawing things. Yeah, so the decimal point gets moved right there. How do you know the decimal point gets moved from here to here?
There's 1 0, so I'm going to move 1.
Yep, it's exactly like that. It's just as simple as that. If there's 1 0, then you're moving it 1. If it was 291 over 100, then the decimal point would be where? Yeah? Yep, between the 9 and the 2. If it was divided by 1,000, where would the decimal point be? Yeah? In front of the 2. So it really depends how many zeros is whatever it is you're dividing by. I'm going to take, I'll go through, let's see, anyone in particular in the first 6 that you guys want me to go over? Yeah?
Okay, I did, like, this is a question. Does it matter if you use long division or that?
It doesn't matter, but long term you are going to need to know how to do it that way more than long division, because long division is going to take probably 5 times longer. Like this is like an instantaneous. Like you should be able to see this, and like literally 1 second, boom, I'm able to write down the answer.
So that was 10. The answer is 10.
What do you mean the answer is 10?
Like when you did it, you put a 10 down there. Can you go over the second one?
Okay, so I didn't say the answer was 10. I said so this one the answer is 29.1 because you're dividing by 10, so it means you're shifting the decimal point 1 over. Like you can do this and say, hey, 10 goes into, I got my decimal point right here, 10 goes into 29 2 times this, you're going to end up getting 29.1 if you do it that way. But the short answer is, hey, you're just shifting the decimal point 1. Yes?
I think you tried to, I'm just trying to guess this, but did you try and confuse us by going to a different thing and then going back to this?
Going to a different lesson and coming back to this lesson? No, I didn't actually.
No, like the book tried to confuse us because it changed our minds to a different like set of things and then it brought us back.
Oh, yep, it did that on purpose, so that you can see like, hey, this is what it is, because for you it just like kind of clicked right away, right? Going one thing over. Okay, so you want to go over the second one, 49.1 divided by 10?
Oh, but I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You're teaching us how to do it right now.
I didn't write all the answers. I'm really sure I know.
Sure. Go for it.
No,
Okay,
on
so
the board.
we don't have enough time for that. Sorry. Maybe tomorrow. So 49.1 shift the decimal point turns into what? Yeah, 4.91. You just shift the decimal point over. And if you're trying to think, hey, am I shifting which way am I shifting the decimal point? You have to be thinking, is the number getting bigger or smaller when you're dividing it?
Bigger.
No, number is getting smaller when you divide it. So if you shift the decimal point this way, that's going to make the number bigger. If you shift the decimal point this way, it's going to make the number smaller.
How do you know which one to do though? Like, how do you know what to make it bigger or smaller?
Because you're dividing it. If I say that there's like $100 and I give it to 5 different people, it's going to be less than $100, right? So if you have $49.10, you divide it among 10 different people, you're going to have less than it. So you know that's going to be made smaller. Anytime you're making it smaller, you shift it this way so that the number is getting smaller, because it's going from 49.1 to 4.91.
So is it like that rounding one again, where if you make it bigger, it just stays the same?
This isn't rounding, this is the exact number.
Well, like, is it like that? Like, if you make it bigger, it doesn't go up, it just stays the same, but if you make it smaller, it gets smaller.
Yeah, the basic thing is like the 4, 9, and the 1 are not going anywhere no matter what.
So
It just,
basically,
the only thing is, where's the decimal point go?
how can you can check by just saying how my like is this smaller and if it doesn't make it smaller then it's automatically bigger.
You can check by doing the opposite of dividing by 10. So opposite of dividing by 10 is multiplying by 10. And if you multiply this by 10, then you know, hey, I need to move the decimal point to make it bigger, so it makes 49.1. Okay, so I'll do this one. 4.07 divided by it. Boom. Decimal point over here, 0.407. And I'll do 89.02 divided by 10. Again, making it smaller, 8.902. Yes?
The last three are the ones that confuse me.
And 8, 9, and 10?
No, 11, 12, and 13.
Okay, we're not that far yet. So we're doing
No, all of them is
8, 9, let's see here. I'm gonna do 8 and then we're gonna go on. So 8 is 0.55 divided by what equals 0.055. So you gotta think, hey, how many times did I move this decimal point?
One.
Once. So it's divided by 10. 5th grade. Not working for me. Alright, and then we'll cover the rest of this stuff tomorrow. For right now, yeah. For right now, you guys don't have anything.